get into character.
Be yourself.
What up?
Lance here.
It's Omar here. And we're Nick. We're doing. I'm gonna keep it really real with you guys. I recorded a whole entire video yesterday just to watch it this morning to find out that it wasn't in autofocus and the whole entire video came out blurry. So you can check out my girlfriend.
This is kind of like cooking on high right now.
That's enough of that. So I'm gonna level with you. I'm gonna make burgers today. I like burgers a lot. Wow. I think they're good. And I'm gonna show you guys how to make a dope burger. Now, today we're gonna be basically making smash burgers. For those of you who don't know what smash burgers are, perfect examples are places like Smash Burger and Shake Shack. I like Shake Shack burgers. I like the fact that they're super, super thin. I'm not a huge fan of having anything over about 6, maybe like 6 ounces is really pushing it. I've had a few decent 6-ounce burgers, but usually those, you know, I don't like big meat.
Hey, phrasing!
Fucking jacked. This is pretty informal. I'm gonna be really real with you. Yeah, I'm gonna list the ingredients somewhere, and let's get to cooking. So if you made it this far, thank you. We're on to the cooking portion of the video. So bear with me. This is my first time recording and doing a little bit of a voiceover, so it's a little bit awkward for me. But we're gonna have a good time, all right? So first things first, we're gonna wanna preheat our cooking surface. Right now I'm using 2 different cooking surfaces. You have a preference. I generally go for a skillet in terms of cooking my meats. This is basically just because the skillet is able to cook it, in this case specifically, with a nice crust. What we want for our smash burgers is for them to develop a nice outer crust. That's why we went with that 80-20 ground beef. 80 being 80% lean and 20% fat. That 20% fat basically cooks off and gives us a nice crisp crust on the outside, which is basically what you'll find in a lot of smash burgers. In terms of our meat, we're basically, like I said, using an 80-20 ground beef, 80% lean, 20% fat. And what I did specifically is basically measured 2 different burger patty balls out. One is going to be our base bun, our base patty, and the other one is going to be our topper. Our base patty, we're going to want to start off with a 3-ounce lightly packed mix of our 80-20 ground beef. Our top guy is going to be 2 ounces, all right? And I say loosely packed. I know a lot of people like to roll them into tight balls. You don't want those tight balls, guys. You want them to have a little bit of air pockets on the inside. That allows us, when we go to crush them after we place them into the pan, it lets a lot more airflow in and basically aerates the meat and allows it to basically get a lot more crispy. In terms of our skillet, we're going to be starting off with putting that guy on medium heat, then bringing it up to high, hitting it with a little bit of our oil. In this case, since we're going to be cooking these guys at higher heat, I'd recommend using something like avocado oil or grapeseed oil. These guys have a higher heat temperature, so that'll allow it to basically cook things at a higher temperature without burning it off and possibly giving us cancer. We like our food cancer-free here on Danger Race's channel. Alright, so once your pan is basically heated up, you're going to take those little balls. I started off with a base bun first. You can see that guy looks a little bit bigger. You're going to place that guy into the skillet, let it sit there for about a couple seconds, lightly salt it. Once you lightly salt it, you're going to basically take your little crusher guy. I'm using a little, I don't even know what to call it. It's some kind of like Food Network thingy. This guy, though, in this case, is going to have a little bit of ridges on it. You're going to want to go for something as flat as possible. You're going to crush that burger down, hold it down for about 10 seconds. You can see me literally cooking my hands for you guys. After you basically let it sit for that 10 seconds crushed, you're going to want to cook each side for about 2 minutes. Those 2-minute marks, you don't want to go any higher than that because then you risk burning the burger meat. After that 2 minutes is done, you're going to want to flip them. Put some of that nice, good old American processed cheese on it. Now, this is the big debate when it comes to burgers. A lot of people say, you know, you should use all these different fancy cheeses. I've tried a bunch of different burgers with a bunch of different cheeses, you know, anywhere from Gruyere to Munster, anything. We're not here about that fancy shit right now. We want that good, melty, cheesy cheeseburger flavor, and you get that only for American cheese. Once you basically cook up those two guys, I started with the, like I said, the base patty first. I know I kept saying bun, but base patty first, and then you're gonna want to cook your top guy. After that, you're gonna want to put them onto your lightly toasted bun. All right, you want to have your potato buns get that nice golden brown color. And then essentially layering is all up to you. I like to go for a bottomings more than a toppings type of layering system. So what I essentially do is
first bun, then patty, followed by ketchup, mustard, pickles, extra onions, lettuce, cheese, tomatoes, and bun, in that order.
Toasted bun, our little sauce mixture. Now this little sauce mixture, this is what's gonna bring out all the good flavors of your burgers. And what I usually go for is a ratio of mayo, Dijon mustard, ketchup, and a little bit of Worcestershire sauce. Worcester? I don't know. I don't really care. Essentially, after that, you mix them up. You're going to have a nice little palish to dark pink color. You put that on your bun first. And then I hit it with a little bit of onions, or in this case, a lot. Who cares? It's all up to your preference. In this situation right now, I'm using a mandolin. This mandolin is going to cut these guys super, super, super thin and allow that nice flavor from the onions to basically escape and soak up into that nice meat. And then either pickles on top or on bottom. Of pickles on top of guy. I don't really mess around with tomatoes or lettuce on them. I kind of feel like they get in the way of everything else, and I don't like my burgers watery or anything like that. And something to take account into too, you want to basically keep these as dry as possible in terms of the ingredients. I know a lot of people like to put thicker cut tomatoes or lettuce on top of them. When you're doing stuff like that, you're risking the integrity of the bun getting way, and I mean way too soggy, guys. So that's why I want to keep these ingredients super, super dry. And then pretty much once you layer those guys on top of that, you end up with a product that looks something like this.
Check out that smash burger, baby. Check out that burger, yo.
Thanks for watching, guys. Enjoy.